My name is Alina and I'm 24 years old. Yeah, I was born in Russia, then I studied in Finland, I lived in France, then India, and yeah, then Belgium.
Can you also tell me your star sign?
My
Star sign?
zodiac sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Libra. For me, Libra, I think, yeah, the name from Latin, like being also free. So I think lots of Libras love their independence and liberty, and also kind of like mediating, because the sign is like half of the signs, like in the middle. So they just like don't want to be extreme. They just, want to balance. Actually, I've had some difficulties from my birth, and that's why you can see my scars on my leg. So it just started from the very beginning. So I was like, not really, I would say, perfect body. So some variations from the norm. But I always like, yeah, I just felt, yeah, it's me. So why do I have to add any layer to this? So I just roll with it. And I remember I used to be like super skinny in my like teens, 10, 11, 12, 14, and like even like they will bully me at school, like because I used to be too skinny. But then I was like, also I remember like stupid thing, I don't know, like also so mad how these ideas come to your head, like who puts them in your head, because I was thinking, yeah, it would be nice to have like good boobs as a kid. I don't know how. But then eventually I had it, and I'm thinking, yeah, it must be even more comfortable to be with less big boobs. So like no one told me that thing. I had to, like, at some point I just became like more curvy, and because I had to take like medication, some like hormonal therapy. So I also had to accept that. So my body evolved as well as my attitude towards it. And now I'm just, yeah, still sometimes these things like, yeah, this is imperfect or that is imperfect, but then there is no perfection. And at the end, it's just you yourself, your body is your temple. So you have to accept and love it. I have a curious mind, so I like to explore things, and I read, I just discover like whatever is there. So I don't know, somehow I have this critical thinking, in a good way, critical thinking that kind of challenges like these norms of like how bodies or minds should be or work. So I was kind of anarchistic in a way, like fuck the system. So one important thing that I realized is good to have like community of people of the same like-minded people around you, and it really supports, because if you're not alone, you just people will encourage you and tell you that you're beautiful the way they are, and like no one will love you for the body except if you're not like in like this superficial porn industry. You just have to love it and accept it, and yeah, start by small and at the end you'll be there. But I think environment is very important, because if everyone around you is just telling you how you should be, then it's not healthy. So, and I think also raising these subjects with your friends, and I often do that. So, and that really helps a lot. Actually, I've learned more through those interactions and exchanges with my friends, with my community, than through any other traditional source of knowledge.
Do you have any book tips that you can give me? What book should I read?
Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, it explains you how you go through, like how to, yeah, it's it's a lot of information, but it's like discusses the relationship between life and death, and what happens after death, and how you should be. And the main focus is on the mind. So if we're talking even about body positivity, it's, yeah, you can also find it there.
Perfect. Thank Thank you so much, Alina.
Thank
And
you.
I'm already.